Here's a number that should make you put down your coffee. $16. That's how much wealth the average black family has for every $100 a white family owns. Not a rumor, not a talking point. That's the Federal Reserve, the same institution that prints the money we're all fighting over. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. The system wasn't designed for you to win. But systems can be hacked. Look at these numbers. Median black family net worth, $45,000. Hispanic families, $62,000. White families, $285,000. That's not a gap. That's a canyon. And since 2019, that canyon got $240,000 wider. The largest they've ever recorded. Since 1983. By age 30, the wealth gap between black and white families is $181,000. By age 70, over $1.4 million. That's compound interest working against you for 40 years straight. Today, we flip that math. Let me introduce you to someone. This is your bank. Cute, right? It's been quietly reaching into your pockets every single month. $16 in fees, on average, while charging white customers $5 for the exact same account. Not because they hate you, because they can. Because nobody told you there was another option. Until now, listen. What if I told you those fees, that money leaking out every month, could be a time machine? $2,000 a year, invested instead at 7% returns. 10 years, $15,000. 20 years, $34,000. 30 years, $80,000 from money you were just giving away to a bank that already has plenty. Here's my favorite trick. The system pulls, take two people, same job, same income, same credit score. One is white, one is not. The black borrower pays 70 basis points more on their auto loan. That's $410 extra over the life of the loan. And here's the punchline. That same borrower defaults less than the white borrower getting the better rate. They charge you more. You perform better. Make it make sense. White Americans own 88% of all stocks in America, worth over $45 trillion. Black Americans, 0.7%. Not 7, 0.7%. Despite being nearly 14% of the population, that's not a wealth gap. That's a wealth chasm. And today we start climbing out of it. Here's what changes everything. The S&P 500 doesn't know your name. Low-fee index funds don't have opinions about your neighborhood. Upwork doesn't see your face on applications. The internet doesn't see color. And compound interest definitely doesn't. It just compounds. So let's make it compound for you. Step 1, audit your finances. Know your starting line. You cannot fix what you cannot see. And right now, money is leaking out of your pockets like water through a cracked bucket. For the next 90 days, track everything. Every dollar in, every dollar out. YNAB, Mint, a Google spreadsheet. I don't care which one. The point is visibility. Find the leaks. Now here's the cultural piece nobody wants to touch. You might be the successful one in your family. Everyone calls when rent is due. I get it, family is everything. But you cannot set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Here's the fix. Create a giving fund. Cap it at 5% of your income. Put it in a separate account. When it's empty, it's empty. That's not selfish. That's strategic. Step 2, build a bulletproof emergency fund. 52% of black consumers cannot cover a $400 emergency with cash. $400. That's a car repair. That's one bad day away from a financial spiral. Your target 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account, 4 to 5% APY. Ally, Marcus, Capital One, 360. Automate, $200 a month. Set it, forget it, don't touch it. This isn't savings. This is armor. Because here's what happens. Without that armor, $1,000 car repair, no emergency fund. Hello, payday loan. 400% APR. That $1,000 emergency, now it's $4,000 of debt. Payday lenders are 8 times more concentrated in Black and Latino neighborhoods. Not a coincidence. A business model built on your financial vulnerability. Your emergency fund is the thing that walks right past them without blinking. Step 3. Crush high-interest debt. $10,000 at 25% APR, paying minimums only. That takes over 30 years to pay off. You'll pay $22,000 in interest alone. More than double what you borrowed. Use the avalanche method. Hit the highest interest rate first. Same debt paid off in 3 years. $3,000 in interest. You just saved $19,000 and 27 years of your life. That's not financial advice. That's math. And for student loans specifically, Black borrowers carry $25,000 more than white borrowers 4 years after graduation. 50% of Black borrowers have defaulted on a student loan. Not struggled, defaulted. Look into income-driven repayment plans. Look into public service loan forgiveness if you qualify. And if a lender is being predatory, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has your back. Use them. Step 4. Invest smartly and bias-free. Open a Roth IRA. Max your 401k match. If your employer matches contributions, that is literally free money. If you're not taking it, you're working for a discount. Put it in low-fee index funds. Vanguard Total Stock Market. Fidelity Zero. Keep fees under 0.2%. $500 a month at 7% for 25 years. $405,000. Tax-free in a Roth IRA. The market doesn't know your address. Let it compound for you. I know. There's historical distrust, exposed Ponzi schemes, discriminatory advisors. All real, all valid. But low-fee index funds don't have opinions about your skin color. The S&P 500 doesn't care what neighborhood you grew up in. Staying out of the stock market isn't safe. It's a slow, guaranteed loss to inflation. Spoiler. Inflation doesn't care about your feelings either. Step 5. Diversify your income streams. Black women earn 66 cents for every dollar white men make. Latino women, 57 cents. You are not going to negotiate your way out of a 30 to 40% systemic wage penalty. You need more streams. Freelancing, rental income, digital products, consulting. Aim for 20% of your income coming from somewhere else. Because one employer should never control your entire financial future. And here's the beautiful part. Platforms don't see your face on applications. Upwork doesn't know your zip code. Etsy doesn't care about your name. Fiverr can't discriminate based on your accent. $1,000 a month from a side hustle invested at 8% for 20 years. $592,000. That's not a side hustle. That's I don't need this job money. That's freedom. Step 6. Secure assets, starting with real estate. The black home ownership rate is 45.9%. White home ownership, 73.8%. A 8-point gap that's gotten worse since 2013. Here's your move house hack. Buy a duplex. Live in one unit, rent the other. Let your tenant pay your mortgage while you build equity. A $300,000 home, appreciating at 4% plus paydown. $150,000 in equity over 10 years. Add rental income, another $10,000 a year. That's a wealth engine running while you sleep. Oh, and one more thing about real estate. Homes in majority black neighborhoods are valued 21 to 23% below comparable homes in other areas. That's $48,000 in stolen equity per home. Across all metro areas, $156 billion in lost wealth. Billion with a B. And 98% of home appraisers are white. Draw your own conclusions. Get multiple appraisals. Remove family photos before the appraiser arrives. Yes, wild. But real. Step 7. Plan for legacy and protection. 70% of black homeowners over 50 have no will or trust. Only 16% of black families have wills at all. When you die without a will, the state decides who gets what. Courts get involved, lawyers get paid, families fight. Your legacy becomes a courthouse battle instead of a blessing. Get a will today. LegalZoom, Trust and Will, a local bar association free clinic. It takes 1 hour. It costs less than dinner for 2. Do it. Life insurance non-negotiable. If anyone depends on your income, a $500,000 term life policy costs about $30 a month. That's one Netflix subscription. Whole life insurance is a scam and a suit. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. They get massive commissions, you get terrible returns. Term life, simple, cheap, done. And start at $529 for your kids. $100 a month at 6% for 18 years, $40,000 for college. Kids with savings accounts are 6 to 7 times more likely to attend a 4-year college. You're not just saving money, you're rewriting their future before they're old enough to know it's being written. So let's tie this all together. A family starting at $50,000 in net worth following these 7 steps consistently can realistically hit $1 million in 30 years. That's not hope. That's not motivation porn. That's math. Will it be fair that you had to work twice as hard? No. Will it be frustrating watching others start from a 6-figure head start? Yes. Will it be worth it when your grandkids start from $1 million instead of $20,000 in student debt? Absolutely. Pick one step, just one. Start today, not tomorrow, not next paycheck. Today. The gap didn't happen by accident. And closing it won't either. Let's get free.